You know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moo. Shout out. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got a fight tonight. Y'all already know Terence Crawford, WBO welterweight champion of the world, undefeated pound for pound. 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around. Versus Special K from Sheffield, chocolate brownie himself. Pause. Kell Brook, former IBF welterweight champion of the world. Woo! Prediction time. Also in the undercard, you got Andrew Maloney trying to revenge his loss versus Julio Franco. That's going to be a good fight. My prediction to that fight, I got Andrew Maloney beating Franco in the decision. But let's get to the main event, y'all. Let's get to the main event. There's been mixed emotions about this fight. Because, of course, we've been clamoring for this over-marinated fight between Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence. Also, we've been talking about Bud Crawford not fighting the type of fights that really cement his status as pound for pound, as the best welterweight, as a lot of people want to argue, especially ESPN, Andre Ward. You know, a little bias there. But anyway, let's move away from that. But Terence Crawford, we know he got skills. We know he got the goods. We know he got every tool in the toolbox. Could switch to southpaw, orthodox, got the jab working, got the skills work, got the footwork, got the inside game. If you want to brawl, he want to brawl. If you want to slug, he want to slug. If you want to box, you want to outbox you. From the outside, from the inside. You already know that's like a dude giving a nice foreplay to a lady. You could do everything to the girl. You got to pleasure the girl. That's what Bud Crawford does to the boxing world. He pleasures us with every type of style there is in boxing. The only thing is his resume. The only thing is that probably we put him in the pound for pound 1, 2, 3 because we still remember that he is and was 140 undisputed champion. Yes, lineal too, the best at 140, and probably we holding on to those accolades. But recently, he hasn't given us that type of opponent where we'll be like, yes, that's why he is the man. While everybody else in the welterweight division has faced those type of 50-50 type of challenges, like Sean Porter, like Errol Spence, like Keith Thurman, like Danielson Garcia, like the Ugas of the world. We want to see Bud Crawford in this type of fight. So here comes Kell Brook, who has not made the welterweight. Has not made the welterweight since 3 years ago. And 3 years ago, when he did lose to Errol Spence, prior to going to the fight with Errol Spence, we know that Kell Brook, 147 was not, he outgrown that division. He outgrown that weight. But here he is again. Here he is again. And the question when it comes to Kell Brook is not his skills. We all know that he has legitimate skills. We all know that he has great skills, good power, decent power, body cut up, probably one of the best body, no pause, in boxing. And he does not have Dominique, his trainer. He does not got the power of Eddie Hearns. It looks like everybody, most of the people that was with him don't got that type of, belief in him. They're not going to stop what they got to do to go and run to Kell Brook. Because maybe it's not about the skills, but maybe is he serious enough? Does he really want to be the top guy? Does he really, does he really want to be a champion again? Or this is just for another payday? That's the question. I think that's the real question that everybody has. He made 147 pounds. He made weight yesterday. They was chopping it up. They was going at one another and things of that nature. But you already know everybody's in fighting mode. It's fight week. And he's trying to deliver some chocolate brownies. Maybe he's trying to deliver some expired chocolate brownie because we haven't seen it deliver those type of chocolate brownie to a legitimate opponent. He's not ranking 147. He's really not even ranking 154. What does he got left? What does Kell Brook got left? But let's keep it real. Kell Brook starts off good. Kell Brook always starts off good. Whether it's against the guys like Triple G, whether it's the guys like Errol Spence, whether it's the other guys that we don't care about him fighting, maybe. No disrespect to the other fighters and stuff like that. But you understand that Kell Brook always starts off good. He always sets the tone in almost every fight. But then, in good fights, in those type of opponents, he starts dwindling away. He starts floating away. And maybe that's the drain. Especially when we're talking about the Errol Spence fight, maybe that was the drain. One eye went out versus Triple G. The other eye went out versus Errol Spence. What's going to go out? when Bud Crawford connects. And y'all already know that Bud Crawford is a gym rat. He stays in the gym. He stays in shape. In a way, and we saw Terence Crawford looking right, looking good. We saw Kell Brook looking drained, though. But the difference is in this fight that there's no IBF rehydration clause. He could rehydrate to 250 pounds, in which I believe that by tomorrow night, or tonight, I'm sorry, that Kell Brook's going to be walking around 275. Good, solid. And that's going to be the difference between this fight and those Errol Spence fight, is the rehydration. But also, you can't be fluctuating pounds like that. But I'm going to give Kell Brook a chance. So my prediction is that Kell Brook will lose a decision. Yes. And it's going to be a close one, probably majority decision. I don't think that Bud Crawford is going to get him out of there. I know he's highly capable, but I'm just, my gut feeling. And I hate to say my gut because my gut really never lied to me. So no, I'm not even going to put it on my gut. I'm going to put it on, I'm trusting Kell Brook that he's walking into this fight wanting to become a champion again. This is his only chance. This is his last chance to be an elite. This is his last chance to collect a good paycheck. Unless, Amir Khan will come out of nowhere and say, I would like to fight Kell Brook. But that's all over marinated fight over there in the UK as well. Probably that's his last paycheck. But this right here is his last legacy fight. His last legacy fight. His last legacy fight, he's going to get an opportunity. Well, Kell Brook sees the moment. Well, Kell Brook put up a fight because at the end of the day, it's not about winning losses, but it's how you lose it and how you win. So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that he's going to show up. That he's going to show up and give a good challenging fight. And if he loses, it's almost like his hand is being raised. I believe he's going to lose this fight in a decision. Don't get knocked out. Don't get stopped by Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford, he looked a little bit kind of shaky versus Mean Machine. And maybe this is just him that's going into the gym and knowing that he's got an opponent in front of him that's probably not in his level. Skillfully, Kell Brook is good. But there's levels to this stuff. And there's timing and there's momentum. I believe that Bud Crawford has momentum of winning, but now having momentum of facing elite champions. And Kell Brook was once elite. So I do believe that he's going to start off good versus Bud Crawford. I do. Bud Crawford's going to have those type of, is going to have an adjustments. But what are those adjustments? That he's going to switch southpaws? He's been there with him. He's going to switch. He's going to have more power than the guys like Triple G. Now, he faced power before. He's faced guys like Sean Porter that goes in there and trying to rough him up. He knows how to handle that. He knows how to handle a southpaw fighter that's probably bigger than him. He knows how to handle a bigger guy as well. Kell Brook has faced every style and is very comfortable with every style. His eyes just don't let him, survive. A lot of people feel like he might quit. I don't think he's going to quit. I think he's going to take it to a decision, but lose a close one. And people will be proud of Kell Brook. That's what I see. Well, Bud Crawford, y'all already know, in the 147-pound division. Sergey Lipinets had a draw versus his opponent, so there's no IBF mandatory. It's nothing standing in the way early 2021 to see Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford, unless Daniel Garcia surprised everyone. Probably it won't surprise me if it beat Errol Spence, because I believe that Daniel Garcia is game. But if these two get through their next opponent, I don't want to hear it, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford, and you better get that fight done. You better get that fight done. Or praising these guys is no more. Yes, Bud Crawford is pound for pound. But it's time that you put up these type of challenges in where you stamp it and you reassure everybody on why you are pound for pound. 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. I got Bud winning, but I got Kell Brook having a great performance and something that he can hold his head up high. Y'all already know. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Get my updated videos. Y'all already know. Shout out to Sheffield. Shout out to Nebraska. Shout out to everybody. The US, the UK. Y'all already know, man. Cop the merch right there at the bottom of your screen. Y'all already know if you want to donate to the channel. If you want to donate to the channel, y'all already know. $Punch Drunk Cash App. You already know. I love y'all. God bless. Damn it. And on to the next.